Was Zero Towers back with my SmackDown review for October 6th, 2023. Last up before Fastlane, which will be tomorrow. It pre-recorded because, like I said before, I'm taking a break from the live streams. I'll get back to those by December. Although I want to do it for Survivor Series because it was 1 year ago I did my first live review on Survivor Series, but maybe I'll break that rule, but whatever. I keep breaking the rules all the time, yeah. Um, SmackDown overall was better than Raw because, yeah, it was in St. Louis, Missouri, where Randy Orton is in. Which, by the way, I got his Ultimate Edition yesterday, along with two other figures. You're gonna see him in my action figure matches, which I named it WECW. So there's that. Like I said before, it was a good episode of SmackDown. It kicked off with highlights. Yeah, highlights from last week's show where the Bloodline attacked Cena and LA Knight took AJ Styles' spot at Fastlane. And speaking of, we go to the arena where LA Knight makes his way to the ring and the guy is over as hell. He speaks about he's about to speak. Out comes Paul Heyman and Jimmy Uso and Solo Sikoa. Maga Jr. basically. Heyman said he decided for his match, and then LA Knight tells, and then LA Knight fans chant LA Knight, and he tells LA Knight that now that he has earned the attention now. And then LA Knight, ask him if he's done running his fat mouth. Yeah. That's kind of funny. And then they were going to jump him until Cena's music hits. He ran all the way down the ramp when his music hits. That was kind of funny. And yeah. So a decent opening segment. And it's announced that Jimmy Uso will face LA Knight in the main event. And then the Judgment Day comes out. And Dominic Mysterio is once again the NXT North American Championship. Whatever. Whatever. And why is they? Oh, by the way, during the show they show a recap from Raw where Nakamura attacked Seth Rollins, and Priest was staring at the TV, thinking the interview area, and he was holding the briefcase. Is this a tease of him cashing in tomorrow night at Fastlane? Which I had to rely on you. Fastlane should be the NXT event. And No Mercy should be tomorrow's WWE pay-per-view. Or premium live event. I'm still calling them pay-per-views. But anyways, so let's get to the matches finally. I'll talk about whatever. So first off, Charlotte and Asuka defeats Bayley and Io Sky. I wonder who's gonna take the fall. Bayley again. When we're gonna see Dance Show finally implode finally. Hell, this better happen tomorrow at Fastlane because they're teasing it. Pull the trigger. Although I'm having a bad feeling that's gonna be they're gonna have to do the same result they did at SummerSlam. Please, for the love of God, match, by the way, was actually okay. Was good, actually. 3 out of 5, but seriously, they should have just done Asuka and Charlotte at SummerSlam and not do the fucking triple threat match. You ruined Charlotte's undefeated streak at SummerSlam because of it. And then the Bloodline and Heyman telling that Roman Reigns, by the way, will be coming back next week on SmackDown. So, and then the judge sits down with we're there, and yeah, this is a long story about the night, which led to most of the members leaving one by one, and led to Paul Heyman and Rhea Ripley face to face, and then they talk. But who cares about that? We get the next match. Bobby Lashley defeats Rey Mysterio in a really fun David versus Goliath match. I think, and yeah, this is gonna lead to now the other two LWO members, except for Santos Escobar and Rey Mysterio, they're not gonna have a mystery partner at Fastlane in the 6-man tag match. That's my other problem about the tomorrow pay-per-view. There's 5 matches on the card. It's like an in-your-house event, really. I'm surprised I didn't call it Dirty In Your House Fastlane. That's what it reminds me of, okay? Because last year around this time I did Review of the Night 5 shows. They started the In Your House ones. They were... You don't know what I meant. One was the worst. In Your House 4. By the way, James from Rio Pro Wrestling reviewed that show, and yeah, let's not talk about that show. This match was great. A 4 out of 5. The best match on the show, and these two had some really good chemistry. Rey Mysterio does the good David in the David versus Goliath match. It's either him or AJ Styles who do the best, like, David in the David versus Goliath matches, but yeah. Ripley tells Heyman that he is the wise man and make the wise decision, and please don't do a merger between the Judgment Day and fucking the Bloodline. Oh my god. Then we get a really upset victory with Dragon Lee. I think it was the guy who fought Dominic on Raw. He got the upset victory over Austin Theory. The match was whatever. But that upset victory point up to a 2.5 out of 5. Cameron Grimes also interfered in this match. Skip the rear thing again. And then, Ray tells Santos Escobar and Selena Vega that there's no way that Del Toro and Wild will be able to compete tomorrow. And I said this before, it's gonna be some surprise. I'm not gonna tell you. But anyways, the main event. And this match should have went on a little longer. LA Knight defeats Jimmy Uso by disqualification. Because Solo Sikoa came out and attacked him. Cena's music hits. And then the Judgment Day's music hits. And there was... Then, I think 34 minutes that Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso were going to be at this show, and they did, and they all beat up JD Madonna, and there was a brawl also before that. And that's how the show ends. Basically, everyone did their finishers on him. LA Knight with the BFT, Jay hits him with a super kick, Cena does the 5-knuckle shovel and the You Can't See Me. And then Cody Rhodes does the Crossroads. The only thing missing about it is a 4-post massacre. If you get that reference from the Royal Rumble movie, that's how DDP beat Jimmy King in that movie match. Well, I'm not talking about Royal Rumble. Guilty pleasure of a movie, by the way. Yeah, SmackDown overall was the main event, by the way. I wish it was a little better. A 2 out of 5, by the way. But that post-match brawl made it better. So yeah, I'll give it a B. A B. So, yeah, Fastlane. I don't think it was going to be anything special. I mean, Payback the month prior was better because I was in attendance for that show. I already mentioned it in my review of it. I was at that show. Fun fact, John Cena and LA Knight are teaming up. I actually bought those T-shirts. I mentioned in the review. Those two guys' T-shirts after the show went off the air, so that's kind of funny in the merch stand. Regardless, um, yeah, this SmackDown overall was good. I mean, there were no bad matches on the show, so that's a good sign at least. But I'm talking about something right here about Edge being in AEW. I don't want to mention AEW, but I have to. Edge sold his soul to fucking Tony Khan. And that's all I have to fucking say. Also, there was reports that CM Punk is in talks with WWE. If it is true, it's gonna take a long fucking time for me to get sympathy for you, Punk. Which, by the way, I'll get back to my wrestling's dumpster fires video. I'm talking about SmackDown tonight, so for my next wrestling dumpster fires video will be on SmackDown's worst year ever. It's not 2007, 2000 or 2010, 2019. Well, I think 2019 is SmackDown's worst year. But we'll get into that. I mean, literally, oh my god, SmackDown was a fucking nightmare in 2019. From dirty putting AJ Styles away from the show he made, to Brock Lesnar squashing Kofi Kingston, to that infamous Roman Reigns Baron Corbin. Regardless, tomorrow I'll do my Fastlane review, and then Sunday I'll do Boo a Madea Halloween 1. The first one, that is. Like this, comment, and subscribe to both my channels, and Thursday, Halloween Havoc 1993 on the secondary channel also. Bye.